This summer, Imani Staten and Jayla Jackson made history as the first black female duo to win the Harvard International Debate Competition. You better do it now. The Atlanta high schoolers faced off against over 100 other debaters from around the world and went undefeated for all 10 rounds. Whoa. Let's take a look.
To the average cost of college being nearly $36,000 per student per year. As reported by the Education Data Organization, Judge, $9,000 is not enough to sustain these students. They work 40 hours a week. The minimum wage is only a base pay. This is modern day slavery, and on Juneteenth, this is for Shabazz Napier, the UConn star senior point guard, who reports that he goes home hungry after games due to lack of money. Kyle Hendrick, who lost his basketball scholarship in Oklahoma after tearing his meniscus. This is where Brandon Finley, who after obtaining a career-ending injury was tossed to the side.
Up in them. You better let them know. What? Hey, y'all, I'm so honored to have these two wonderful young ladies with us here today. Please welcome the 2021 Harvard International Debate Champions, Imani Staten and Jayla Jackson. That's such a prestigious award. Any time Harvard is connected to something. You're talking about the elite. You know, when you go to Harvard Law School, which Barack Obama came from, when you say Harvard, it comes with that eloquent mystique. How does that feel to win such a prestigious debate, but also make history?
It feels amazing. And I think what's more enjoyable about it is because we don't see enough people of color with that Harvard prestige on us. So to do something that's intellectually amazing and then do it as black girls with that culture, with that energy, the way that I debated, the way that you saw me portray, they don't allow that in those spaces. So, yeah.
Right, and we always say it's bigger than debate. We're so happy and so grateful to be the first to be the first black girl duo, but I want to see the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth, to the point where we no longer have to count, because that's the standard of black girls being able to come into these academic spaces and not have to hide parts of themselves or not have to hide parts of their culture and be authentically themselves and authentically brilliant.
Okay, now just... to the two black dudes that's gonna get in this relationship.
You better watch out.
You ain't fitting to win no arguments. You don't even, all right, yeah. So let me ask you this, what was your debate topic? How'd you prepare for the competition?
So our resolution was that the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, should substantially increase defense commitments to the Baltic states, which is 3 countries that used to be a part of Russia, and we took the negative on this.
So essentially, to prepare for it, during our program
year... hold on one second. You know, I don't know who you think you're talking to. You know good and hell I don't know what you're talking about. Did you see the look in my eye? You see my eyes go blank? You see how I had that washed over look? So as soon as you said NATO, I was trying to figure out how to spell NATO. I was going, Okay, now, the debate was about, tell me again.
So the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which is basically a group or a union of multiple countries, including the U.S., including some countries in Europe, and they come together. They still open now? Yes. Okay. And they come together to like defend themselves. So they were requesting some defense commitments. So the debate is on whether NATO should give those defense commitments or not.
Yeah.
So during our program year in the Harvard Diversity Project, we were taught how to critically think. So when we matched that with our rhetorical appeal, that's what led us such success.
So were did you have to take the position of they should get the defense funds or not?
We did, they should not.
Yeah.
They should not.
Mm-hmm. But we had to argue both sides. But in our winning case, we did they should not.
Wow.
I think the lesson for us, though, was that it was less about Harvard and more about being excellent in any space, in any medium that you're in. And you are excellent in the area that you're in, and that's what it's about.
When y'all get out of college, I'm going to hire both of y'all.
Okay.
Right out of school. No questions asked. I'm going to give you, as soon as you come work for Uncle Steve, I'm going to pay you top dollar. And all I'm going to do, all I want y'all to do is just stay with me. And every time somebody say something to me, just start arguing. That's all I want, man. I'm going to turn around and have my 2 little girls with me, man, and put them on you. Let you figure it out. Do the NATO thing. NATO! You all go to school here in Atlanta.
Yes.
For you, what's your ambition? What do you hope to become?
I just switched it. I wanted to be a cardiologist, but then I discovered that I pass out at the sight of blood. So now I'm looking at a lawyer or computer science. It really could be anything. As long as I get to wherever I am, I want to create spaces for more people like me to come in and just have an easier time and create more representation, whatever field I go into.
So similar to Imani, a mantra for HDP is to be intrusive in spaces that are not inclusive. And so currently I'm a poet and I'm an activist and I plan to continue that.
Come
and
on.
That's our duty as
Come on.
citizens. And so,
Yeah.
See, I always encourage young people to follow their gift. Smart is a gift.
Yeah.
Being brilliant is a gift. And you all are gifted.
Thank you.
Hey, listen to me, y'all. In our audience is the executive director of the Harvard Diversity Project, Kelly Britton. So, Kelly, tell us about this program.
Well, the Harvard Diversity Project is the only satellite program of Harvard College here in Atlanta, Georgia, and it was born in the mind of our founder and CEO. His name is Mr. Brandon Fleming. This program was designed to build representation on that campus because what he noticed when he was there as an assistant debate coach was that there were too few of us in attendance during their summer residency program, which is extended to high school students. So instead of just talking about it, he decided to be about it. So he came back to Atlanta and recruited our first class, and that was the class of 2018. And those students who had never done debate before were taught for 6 months and went to Harvard that summer and won the debate tournament the first year. It gets better. It gets better because he came back and he did it again and again and again. And these young women are our 4th consecutive win at the Harvard International Debate
4.
Tournament. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
4 straight years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are looking to change the world through young people, through their education, and through their ability to guide their own path. And so when you teach young people to think and you give them the space and the room to create, there's no limit to what they can accomplish. And that is what we are working on here in Atlanta.
Woo! Let me ask you a question. I have a foundation. What can my foundation do to help you?
Well, you're doing it right now because making sure that people know that this type of exercise or activity is what our young people need, that's one. Mm-hmm. But I'm the executive director of a foundation. So you know the second thing.
Come on, how much money? Y'all need money.
Yes, sir.
Because you talk to the right person because I get it.
Yes, sir.
You need money to move the needle forward. What do you need funding for?
We have Saturday school that runs for 34 weeks. So for that portion of their programming, it's $5,000 per student. Now here's the thing, this is why it's hard to get young people into these programs from our communities because we can't afford that. So we're talking less than $10,000 per student. And our classroom size is about 25 to 30 students per year.
That's $125,000?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna give you $125,000. Because let me tell you something. If you can do this with a mind, you gotta help. See, God blesses you to become a blessing. Can't just sit on all of it. But if I can help 25 kids become this,
wow.
Do you know how many examples that turns out to be? Do you know what all their friends gonna be looking at? And then all their friends maybe change their mind? See, you don't understand, man. When you change 25 people's lives, you change hundreds of people's lives because they ain't over here by themselves.
That's right.
And see, that's why I asked the question, because you got to get at that number, because it's a number, man. Don't nobody help nobody for free. But those of us who are able, you can see the return on your investment. It's right in front of your face. And skip 25. 25 people nice, but we need 500 of these girls. That's what we need.